Hello guys, welcome to the my first video for Schedule 1, the ultimate bungalow setup. So how we did this is that we took multiple videos from multiple creators and we removed the bad things about them and kept the best things about them to create this ultimate setup. So you're gonna need two botanists, one chemist, one trash cleaner, janitor, whatever, and a handler. So going inside, you have a room with all the plants, and you have the two shelves which the botanists take from. In this room, you have the drying racks, some storage of the seeds, the soil, and the fertilizer that the botanists will supply from. After these two shelves are empty, you need to fill them from these storages. Then you have the mixing stations right here for the chemists that we mix in with horse semen. Again, this is preference. You can mix it with whatever you want, but this is where you would store them. Here you have the beds, 5 beds in total, and you need to leave money inside of them with the jars and the mixing station, and finally where the product will end up in the end. And again, you can keep some bags if you want to make custom amounts. You can leave whatever you want. So here's what this room looks like. If you want to pause it, take a picture, copy it. Here's what this room looks like. Okay. And finally, here's what this room looks like. So going more into detail now, you're going to have your two botanists in this room for the plantation. Again, we only put 12, but you can put up to 16 because each botanist can only assume 8 total pots. We put 12, 6 for each because one, you're going to produce a lot of plants quickly, but they're going to get bottlenecked at the drying. As you can see, they're going to get bottlenecked at the mixing, and then they're going to get bottlenecked at the packaging, and then you're gonna have a lot of supply anyways because each plant will produce a lot of quantities. I think it's like 8 per plant. So there's no point putting too many pots because anyways they're always gonna go like yeah they're always gonna go really slowly because of the bottlenecking on the rest of the stations. So we put 12. You could put less, like 10 for example, or you can go up to 16. But again, you're gonna have a surplus amount always. So there's really no point going for more than, 12, in my opinion. You're going to have the two shelves here, which the botanist will take from. So each shelf has 20 soil, 20 seeds, 20 fertilizer, watering can, and the electric trimmer. And so you have to fill the soil and the fertilizer yourself from these shelves. They run out really slowly, don't worry. Use the best soil, it lasts a lot. The fertilizer, fill it up maybe every few days. And as for the seeds, you'll have the handler take it from this shelf and fill it up in these two shelves for the botanists. After that, the botanists will trim them. You'll assign them each. Botanist will be assigned to, for in my case, 6 pots each. And then each botanist will be assigned to 2 racks. So the first botanist will take them from these spots to these 2 racks. The second one will take them from these spots to these 2 racks. After they are dried, the botanist will also take them from their drying racks, put them into the mixing stations. The handler will come and put the horse semen or whatever you want to mix in with your seed on the mixing station for the chemist, who will mix them, take the mixed thick queef, because in our case it's we're using Granddaddy Purple with horse semen, which makes thick queef, sells for a lot. The chemist, you will assign him to come put them into the packaging station. The handler will take the jars, put them into the packaging station, package them, and then put them on these 2 shelves. So again, you can follow along like I said. Each botanist will have 6 spots, and each 6 spots will go onto 2 drying racks. And then they will take them from the drying racks, put them to the mixing station. The handler will then put the horse semen onto the mixing stations. The chemist will mix them, take them, and put them into the packaging. Handler again will supply the jars into the packaging station, and then ultimately put them on these last 2 shelves. What you can change again is you can put instead of jars, you can have them in normal plastic bags. Instead of Granddaddy Purple, you can put whatever seeds you want. But again, like Granddaddy Purple, in what I've discovered here, um, it sells for 80. Well, I put it for 80. I know suggested 60, 62. But the problem is you don't want to really mix it in more with more than one ingredient, because when you do that, it becomes slower. Um, it might not work out because you don't have enough workers. You can have up to 5 workers only for this bungalow. So it's not suggested to mix it in with more than one thing, but you can mix it in with whatever you want as long as it's one ingredient. So you can take, for example, this starts at 62. Maybe you can make some. Let me see here. Extreme punch. No, this takes short diesel, so you'd have to mix it with two things. Pink chart, you have to mix it here with two things to get to this, which is why a lot of people just stick to Granddaddy Purple, because you can buy Granddaddy Purple as is and just mix it with horse semen, and it'll give you thick weave. You can mix it in with any ingredient you want. So take Granddaddy Purple and mix it in with whatever ingredient you want from the stores. So here horse semen costs $9 per box. You can, instead of mixing it with horse semen, try any ingredient you want and try to max out your profit. So you can mix it in with motor oil, paracetamol, Viagra, a battery, puke, energy drink, gasoline, or any of the below, and see which one gives you most profit. So if I have to see here in my journal, if I show you, for example, I'm selling 10 thick weave, and I'm pretty sure. Let me see if there's another one. Like for example, I sold 5 for 530. That's a pretty good deal. Here 10, for example, 5 for 530. 10 thick weave for 9.95. So you sell them in jars, and they sell for a lot. I could have even upped this more. I could have made it 1,050, and they still would have bought it. So you can try to find whatever sells more. You have to supply the horse semen yourself. It's what's gonna run out the fastest, in my opinion. So maybe it's pretty useful to order delivery or buy a truck and supply it in huge amount. Apart from that, the soil lasts long. You just have to supply the fertilizer as well, which also lasts long, but not as long as the soil. And the handler again will take the fertilizer from here and will supply it onto the two racks. So that was the bungalow setup. Um, so make sure to leave a like. You don't have to subscribe, just leave a like. And if you want me to make another video, maybe for the barn, just let me know. If you have any questions, leave them down in the comments. I'll try to answer them. And thank you for watching.